Good morning. It's time for economics, and I know you're excited. I'm excited. Anyway, we're moving on to the new chapter. This is price and decision making chapter, and what I want to talk today first is about price itself. Price. The definition of price is a monetary value established by the supply and demand. Okay? You'll read this in your text. I'm going to keep going along with it and try and help you out as it goes. Okay? And price has a couple of advantages, and here's what they are as you read through it. Um, the advantages of price are they serve as a link for us to understand what we need to produce and how we need to produce it and who needs the product. Okay, so the price is going to determine what we're going to do in the market. Okay, so our economy depends on knowing what the prices are for everything. All right. The great One of the great advantages of price is neutral. Price doesn't take sides. Price is just an entity. It's just a value for something. It doesn't necessarily favor those people who are producing the product or those people who are consuming the product. It's just there. Um, the second part is price is is completely flexible. It could change at the drop of a hat. We know in this crisis that prices could have skyrocketed for certain things. Um, Anything that was some sort of cleaning product. Uh, there were people who wanted to gouge others by buying a lot of that product and then selling it for a higher price because they knew there was a big demand for it. So they were going to, shoot that price straight up into the air. And it didn't happen. There were some entities out there that said, hey, don't prey on the public. Um, we're going to shut your Amazon site down and that kind of thing. And there were people in place, but not usually. There's not usually somebody out there saying, "Hey, you've charged too much money," because it's a free market. Um, but there are times during disasters when the price of something will go up because people need it and people will make money doing that. But for the most part, as need grows, the price goes up, obviously, um, but it can change due to certain environmental circumstances. Uh, One of the best things about prices is there's no government entity that says, "Hey, we're going to charge this for a loaf of bread, and we're going to charge this for tires, and we're going to charge this for something else." It's all up to consumers and producers, sort of doing this weird dance as to figuring out which price is going to be sustainable. Uh, you talk about computers and price flexibility. When computers first came out, it says the price was really high, and then lots of people jumped into the market, and the price started to come down, and then some of those entities fell off because they couldn't afford it, and so computers found we found a nice price for desktop computers and laptop computers and such. Um, Again, no government entity controls the price. And lastly, the last part of this section, before I move on to the next section, is price is the most easily understood concept in economics. We know that we have to pay money for goods and services, and there's going to be some sort of price for it. And we plan on such things. We want to buy something in the future. We know how much it's going to cost in in a certain way. We don't know exactly how much we're going to be paying for it, but we do have a good idea of how much something's going to cost. And so those are the advantages of price and what price is.